Your first shot at the rodeo sounder. You're going to hear it for the first time.
It's the rodeo sounder of the day that is going to be the trigger of what makes you call us to get rodeo tickets between 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. But you got to know what you're listening for. So an hour from now, we'll reveal the rodeo sounder of the day. But right now, it's time for this.
Now, it's time for Roula and Ryan's Revenge.
For the truly wronged, sometimes all you have left is revenge.
104.1 KRBE.
Parental discretion is always advised.
I always laugh because that audio we got from the TV show Revenge.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, that's
that
the
show's been
girl,
off.
Emily.
We've outlived it. Do you want to
Twice.
freshen up, put a new soundbite in there?
We can do whatever we want. I'm just so used to Revenge,
Well,
like with that voice. So it's
Yeah,
like,
she was so good.
So
That
used
show
to
was
hearing
so
it.
good. Is it on Netflix or anything?
I'm sure you
Maybe
can
it's
watch
on
it somewhere.
Hulu?
If you get a chance, watch the first 2 seasons. Really good.
Oh, my God.
But it kinda falls
unbelievable
off.
She did. I know it did. It kind of went down the wayside like lost me. Lost me. All right, so here's what you do. You can reach out at krbe.com. You can reach out via direct message. A lot of different ways to get to us, to get our attention as to why you want to be part of Revenge. Somebody messed with you, you got them back, and now you're about to reveal it all to everybody, including the person you got the payback on our show. Ray reached out. Let's get his story. Good morning, Ray.
Hey, good morning.
good morning,
Hi,
Ray.
Ray.
So why are you on Revenge this morning?
It's about my girlfriend, Andrea. She neglects me. She's always got something on her schedule, and we don't even live together, so it's hard to spend time. She's gotten more and more into the world of baking. So that's been like a big, big thing for her. She does these bake-offs, and she does competitions, and she goes to events. And if she was baking for me instead of judges, that'd be great. But, she's always baking for other
You're
people,
sounding a
not
little
me.
caveman there, Ray, but like, this woman in my life has a hobby. It doesn't include me.
How come you don't go with her?
She doesn't really plan for me to be there. So, like, she canceled our anniversary dinner to go to a bake-off, like, last minute. I didn't even know. I guess she double booked, which would be fine if it's once, but it's a pretty common thing.
Well, I didn't realize there's this many baking competitions in and around the area, but now I learned something new.
That's a world I know nothing about.
I know a
So
lot about baking, but
Well,
I'm not in a competition for
I didn't
anything.
know about the competition, but there's got to be more to it than just her canceling your anniversary.
Somebody just texted, you sound like a girl.
Don't insult the man.
Like what? What do you mean? Like he's complaining?
Yeah, complaining and, she's not spending time with me. And
I want to be with someone who wants to be with me. I don't think that's a girly thing at all. I think that's an adult thing.
That's true. That's true.
I'm really supportive of her hobby. For Christmas, I bought her like all sorts of pots and pans. And for me, she just went to a convenience store and got me like a card and a couple gift cards. One of them was to Applebee's, but to be honest, I'm pretty sure she forgot to get something for Christmas.
Oh, the last minute
hey,
Walgreens.
you got Applebee's, though.
I spent about $1,000.
So obviously this relationship I see is doomed, and you want to get revenge on her because of a bad gift?
Just to feel better.
Oh,
Okay.
Basically,
So you
it's
feel
a
better. I didn't know if it was
going
like
to break
teach her a
up with her?
lesson.
Because to break up with her, that's like, yeah, I'm just done with this.
So you're done.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'd be done right after I gave her $1,000 worth of crap and got a gift card.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but now it's been a few weeks, so why didn't he just do it right then?
Well, actually, I reached out to you guys over the holidays, but I didn't hear back from you until
Oh,
last week.
Eric.
I was off. I was on holiday, okay?
Oh,
Wait a
okay.
second, so you've been waiting to break up with her for our show. That is pretty impressive.
Oh, yeah.
All right, first breakup of the year.
Stand by, Ray. Let me welcome her now. Hi, Andrea. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show. Good morning.
Hi, it's Andrea, actually.
Okay,
That always
Andrea.
gets me. Andreas and Andreas.
Hey,
Very
if it's your
specific.
name, it's a big deal, I guess.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Somebody is complaining about you, and that person is your boyfriend, Ray, who's logged in. I mean, not logged in. He's
on the
conferenced in
phone with us.
On the phone. So say hi to him, Andrea. Say hi to Ray.
Hey, Andrea.
Hi, Ray.
You don't really care about me, do you?
What? What are you talking about? Of course I care about you.
Did you or did you not forget to get me something for Christmas?
What are you talking about? I gave you a card. There were gift cards. Obviously, I didn't forget.
Andrea, your boyfriend said that he gave you like $1,000 worth of pots and pans, and you gave him an Applebee's gift card.
I'm a busy person, and, I don't really have a lot of time to shop. Are you really that much of a baby? You need my attention 24/7?
I just feel like you've used me. I feel like more of an assistant to you than your boyfriend. The list that you gave me for Christmas was very long. I got everything you asked for. I spent weeks shopping for you, and you got me a couple gift cards from CVS.
Is it even the gift cards, Ray, or is it just the
I think
attitude?
it
Sounds
would
like
be,
that
I'd
would
be
suck.
hurt because no thought put into
They
it
always say
whatsoever.
relationships is a two-way street, right?
But it's not. Let's be clear, though, Andrea. Before you got on the phone with us, the gift card was the last part. He said that over the last year of your relationship, he doesn't feel like a priority to you.
I am busy, and I can't just put everything aside because I'm in a relationship.
Is it true that you canceled your anniversary for a bake-off?
Yes.
How'd you end up doing in the competition? Did you win anything, or what do you win? Money?
No, I lost, and I don't know how that could have happened because I was so prepared, and I didn't really think he was interested in going to watch a bunch of people bake. And, like, this is so weird. Like, where is this coming from? The neediness all of a sudden is a pretty big turnoff, Ray. And, like, bring me on the Roula and Ryan show over this? I'm honestly just flabbergasted.
So now you're trying to turn it around on me because I'm the guy, but I want your attention. That's not fair. And I know exactly why you lost your competition. You lost because I may have done a little reorganizing of your ingredients, which you needed.
What?
Well, for starters, the salt may have found its way into the sugar and vice versa.
No, you did not.
Oh, my God. You f***ing sabotaged me?
But you can't tell the difference?
No, I don't taste every ingredient while I'm cooking. Who the hell does that? What the...
Guys, if you pre-measure out a cup of sugar, for like a quarter cup of sugar,
What
or
do
a
the
quarter cup of
judges do?
salt,
They're like,
the difference is though,
This tastes awful.
this is crap.
yeah, you wouldn't use a quarter cup of.
What place did you
Oh,
get?
man.
I hope you didn't. Did you beat anybody?
No, I lost because I was apparently sabotaged by my own boyfriend who thinks he's so freaking supportive.
Well, is he going to be your boyfriend anymore? Are you guys even going to try and entertain staying together?
No.
There's no way. Okay, well, I guess Ray just wanted to use this platform, Andrea, to let you know that he's not happy in the relationship and he thinks it should be over. But it sounds like based on this phone call, you want it to be over too anyway.
Ray, do you have any last words to her?
You're a shitty baker.
Oh.
Well, you're a boyfriend.
Oh.
It's like a tennis match. Okay, I think we can call it we can call it even here. You both won out for your different reasons. It was a mistake. Life goes on. Y'all go your separate ways, and good luck to both of you and whatever you find next.
Actually, guys, I think I might have helped her food because it is pretty bland.
One last shot.
Damn. I was going to go with the last shot.
Andrea, now you know your boyfriend's not a big fan, and he wanted more of your time.
And he's
You
not
didn't
your
wanna give it to
boyfriend.
him, and y'all
Nope.
aren't together anymore. So
Take care, Ray.
take care and good luck in your baking future, Andrea.
Thanks.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
He's like, bye.
I don't like that. I mean, it wasn't healthy to begin with, but her saying, oh, you're being too needy. He just wants to be around you because, he loved you.
And Eric, I don't appreciate you saying you sound like a girl because you want.
I didn't say it.
You're repeating it. You could have let it go. You didn't have to repeat what that
And
text.
you know what, Roula?
I thought it was funny.
You're right. I should not have said, "Oh, don't insult the man," because that's not an insult. There's nothing wrong with being a
when
girl.
I say I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, people go, "Oh, you're cowgirls."
Because they're jerks. That's why.
I was like, whatever. Whatever.
You know how hard those cheerleaders have to work? Anyway. Okay. Somebody is shaming
we
her
already had a
baking.
breakup.
Somebody's shaming her breaking because they go, hello. How did you not know the difference between the salt and the sugar?
That's what I'm saying. You're not a very good baker, right?
You can tell the difference between salt and sugar.
Like
if you-
when you
I
have
could
that,
tell the difference between sugar and salt.
but when you have that, you're not tasting all the ingredients in between, are you?
I guess if
just
you have everything packaged,
measure.
though, maybe if you have it ready to go.
Yeah.
I don't know how baking competitions work. Like, do you have all right, everyone, you got 30 minutes.
Right,
and
because
you have
think
to have
about
everything
that.
packed up.
To me,
you do
that
it
would
at
take
home.
the fun out of cooking
pre-measured
or
out,
baking.
and then he sabotaged her that way.
And you
That's
don't
one
trust
way.
it, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Because depending on the kind of salt,
Like
if you're using like Morton salt, yes, that could pass for sugar if you're looking. They were both finely ground. If she's working with like this, gosh, what's that salt called? It's like a flake salt that people use for chocolate chip cookies and stuff. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. But anyway,
Oh, you know there's
that
different
one's
salt?
clear. Oh yeah. There's definitely a difference between the salt you're using for chocolate chip
You
cookies
have all
to
sorts.
sprinkle on
You've
top.
got the pink Himalaya salt. You've got
No,
all
this
these
one's
different
called
types.
It is, but it's a flake salt. There's a brand name for it. And I
It
can
seems
see
like
the
most
box,
people
and
love
I
to
can't
cook,
remember
but
it.
I'm just no
I
desire to do
I
that
enjoy
world. I
it.
just don't. I love food. Love to eat it.
Eric, I can't
I don't want to
believe
make it.
that.
I
Well
just,
done.
I have no
Sorry.
desire.
Like
Even
you-
grilling, I'll do it, but I
I
really
love
don't.
grilling.
Like I could see you by the grill.
I mean, I like the whole part of having a bourbon or a beer
right.
while I'm cooking, but I don't
It's such a satisfying feeling,
feed the family.
But
When
that's
I-
not
when
your
I-
thing, though, Eric. I mean, if Ryan, if you like to grill, that's one thing. You take joy in it. I like to bake.
to cook. I like to bake.
You know,
I like doing all
Eric's
that.
not. That's not his thing. Cooking is not his game. He's the tater tot casserole king.
Yeah.
That's all he needs.
Yeah.
Green
Oh,
mushroom
nice.
soup,
I think it
tater
also
tots,
depends-
ketchup, and some.
4 ingredient.
Yeah,
I think
cheese.
Depends on your personality too. Like I've got a caregiver personality. Like I am
But you don't
happy
eat
when,
it, though. I don't
I'm
trust
happy when
anyone
I've
to-
made everybody else happy.
Like, if you don't eat
Well,
steak,
because
I don't
Don't
trust
make me beef fajitas if you don't eat beef.
I don't trust
You
you.
don't know what they
I know
taste
how
like,
to
and you
cook.
want me to eat them.
And it's not like I never ate that stuff before.
Eric,
I've known you like 26 years. I've never.
I know, but my grandfather
I mean,
owned
you're
a
like
meat market
10,
for
but
50 years. The first half of my life, I ate
Your grandfather
it.
owned a meat market doesn't mean you know what meat tastes
My
like.
dad was a farmer. I don't know how to plant crap.
You know how to farm.
My dad was a farmer before he
Did
moved
it?
to America. I have no idea. He
No.
planted all these trees. I don't know how to do that. My dad ran a restaurant for all those years. I don't know how to scale a
Well,
fish.
if memory serves,
Yeah, I
when
don't know.
we had a world-class chef in the studio, and we all did a competition, and he liked my food. He said it was
Ooh,
good.
You holding on to that?
Yes, I am.
By the way, it's Maldon sea salt
He liked
flakes is
it.
what I'm talking about. You can find them at any grocery store, and that's definitely different than regular Morton salt.
That's because you probably went to a restaurant and bought something. Brother. That sounds like a Ryan move.
Speaking of Eric, I
have-
always appreciate the burgers you bring to the holiday party.
Oh, yeah. I cooked
I'll
those.
always-
Yeah. For Thanksgiving, we
Lots
do a
of love.
potluck, and Eric started bringing Whataburger 10-packs or Taco Bell 10-packs.
I'm like, I'm not gonna put you people in this weird position of eating my food that you think will suck.
I did cut corners, though, for Thanksgiving.
See, I knew it.
I went to, I was like, man, potatoes take forever. So I went to Carrabba's. They have really good mashed potatoes. And then
The day of, or did you do it the night before?
No,
and then
the
you
night
just-
before I got the big
Also, you
pan.
can really heat it up, and then
Yeah, and I heated it up. I threw it in the bowl, and it looked like I did it.
Ryan puts a potato in his hair, like
A little flour,
Oh, I'm
spritz
so
it.
exhausted. It's been so exhausting working so hard to beat these potatoes up, mash them down with no lumps.
That's hilarious.
All right, so what are you so sick of? It is January the 14th, real time. Podcasters, if you listen to this later, it's January the 14th today, and people are already sick of something. 97% of Americans are already sick of something.
Something's bugging you.
What are you sick of? 833-390-KRBE. We'll see if you match the national list next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
1KRBE.
Now, time for Roula and Ryan's So Sick of.
All
What
right.
are you so sick of?
Look, we want to address the fact that we know there are bigger problems in the world, and any day above the ground is a good
But
day.
this problem right now is making you mad.
but
And you're
some
going to talk
days.
about it. It's fine, Ryan.
Just to
It's
get
okay if
mad.
people have road rage. It's fine. Sometimes you need to release some screaming curse words at somebody you don't
It's
know in your car.
cathartic.
I went to go get my daughter, and I was stuck in that, Galleria area traffic.
It's
And I
always
saw,
On
bad.
610?
Always
and I saw a
bad.
truck just force his way to the right, and that person wasn't going to let him, and then they had no choice. And then I just saw that girl just throw up the two fingers, flipping them off,
Oh, she
yelling at
gave
him.
the double
I
flip
started
off.
laughing. I'm like, this is great.
It's just wasted energy.
Hey, you got to feel
It's
something.
not wasted energy. It makes you feel good at the time. There is actually research that when you stub your toe, saying a bad word makes you feel better.
Yep.
So it's fine. It's fine.
Don't get out of your car and
Oh, yeah. Don't
Like,
road rage and,
don't threaten people.
threaten people with violence. Okay, here we go. 833-390-KRBE. Ellie, you are up first. Hello, good morning.
Top of the morning to you.
Oh, it's not even St. Patty's Day.
Ellie, 97% of Americans are sick of something. What are you sick of?
Okay, this might sound petty, but it happens every year. I am what I call a gym gerbil because I am not in the gym every day, but I'm at the gym 4 to 5 times a week. And I have this weird possession over my parking space,
Okay.
my locker, and my shower.
Okay.
And then,
But they're not personal for you. They're just the ones you like to park in because when you go, it's not crazy packed. And I thought it was gym rat, by the way. But okay.
No, Jim Gerbil.
Jim
Jim Rat
Gerbil?
goes every day.
I'm a Jim Gerbil.
goes
Okay,
like
okay.
Still,
Good
4
to
or
know,
5
good
days
to
a
know.
week. That's a pretty good commitment.
So what's happening that's making you mad, Ellie?
Somebody was in my parking space this morning. Somebody left a huge wad of hair in my favorite shower this morning. So I'm like, please, all of you people that are going to quit in February anyway, get out of my gym. And it sounds so petty. It sounds so petty and so mean. Like, I want people to, live out their resolutions, but that is my shower.
I like
I hear
that.
you. I hear you.
That's valid.
Have you ever
Ellie, yes.
Have you run into that person that was parking in your spot, or have you seen them? Like you're working out, you see them get in, to the window, or have
Nope.
you,
mean
no?
mug him.
Nope.
I have no idea who it is. It's a truck, and that just makes me mad on principle.
You need to go. You need to go earlier. Go earlier and park like near there, and then you can see them pull in, so you can see who it is.
Oh my gosh, we don't
We're,
have that.
we're
card.
not, we're not trying to be that petty. She
Look,
wants to
you
get some
are
sleep.
not alone. I've seen Eric get so mad when somebody parks in the space that he likes to use.
Brian, I don't have much in life.
He just wants that
I just want
one
my
parking
parking
spot.
spot.
You've gotten really
Well,
mad,
Ellie-
like jerking my space.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Thank you for listening, Ellie, and I hope that you get your spot back soon enough when they drop out of the gym world.
Yep.
Those,
Thank you.
those newbies. Take care, honey.
Another
Thank
week,
you.
they'll be out. Don't
Take
worry.
care.
Shannon's up next at 833-390-KRBE. Hi, Shannon. What are you so sick of? Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
It has to do with the whole theme of your show. It's like, did someone just pour vinegar in your weed this morning? What makes people wake up so angry
Yeah.
and
Oh,
mad?
yeah.
Why are you mad, bro?
When you woke
Why
up
you
on the wrong
mad?
side of the bed.
Right. It's like, it's just a pill they take on the daily because it's like, how in the world do you allow that to happen to you every day?
That is true. Like, I can see a few times, but every day that person comes to work, everyone has that one person.
The
You're like,
grumpo.
Uh-huh.
Right.
change
Right.
something.
And
There's
I
going to be
just
something to
can't-
change.
You're grumpy
Yeah,
Smurf.
I
Yeah.
can't fathom that. It's
Yeah,
like,
you're the
okay, sun
harbinger
is
of
out.
doom.
So you're, right.
But what about the person that's the other way?
Too
That's-
cheery?
Yeah, they're always positive
Yeah,
and always
I know.
smiling. That's annoying.
Well, you can always sour up a bubbly person, but you can't make an angry person happy.
You can sour up a bubbly person. I love that.
That should be a motto for
Shannon,
us.
what are some techniques
You
of
can
souring
sour
up the
up a
bubbly
bubbly
people? I'm
person.
just curious. What technique would you use to sour up a bubbly person?
I don't know. Draw out something that they've done wrong in front of people. You don't embarrass them. I don't
Public
know.
humiliation. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Shannon.
Well, she hit that pretty fast.
Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, thanks for listening to our show,
Oh,
Shannon.
and by the way,
Yes.
do not ever change the Revenge theme song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you like it.
You like
Okay.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
With
It's
the
So
girl.
you have to
Yep.
appreciate the show to appreciate what y'all did with it.
Yep. If you know, you know, right?
If you know, you know.
That's it.
Emily from
If you know,
Revenge.
you know. If you don't, too bad to them. So they
Thank
don't
you,
care.
Shannon.
You get the message.
I just figured somebody that listens to our show
Yeah.
and then they go and they binge watch Revenge for the first time. They don't even know. They go, "What's this show?" They hear the music and that
They go,
girl.
That's from the Roula and Ryan show.
Do you know how many times? Because I built a lot of those stagers, you know, that open up the segment,
music.
whether
It's
it be
called a
Roses
stager.
or Revenge or whatever. And there'll be times when I'm watching a TV show and I'll hear the sound bite that I took it from.
You
One from
forget.
The Office is getting all stupid up in here.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was
The
what we
Office,
did
yeah.
today.
Yeah, I saw that the other day.
Karina's up next at 833-390-KRBE. We're asking you, what are you so sick of? Hi, Karina. Good morning.
Hi guys, how are you?
Awesome.
Morning.
Good.
Or
For the
Tuesday.
second Monday of the
Thanks
week.
for having me on.
Oh, well,
So
you're welcome.
I work at sort of like a breakfast, lunch, like coffee place.
Okay.
And the one thing I absolutely cannot stand is when adults get up from their tables and do not push their chairs in.
Oh,
You know what?
Wow.
I have
That's
also noticed
rude.
that, but I don't know if that's just a restaurant thing or do regular people, Karina, also notice that. That drives me bananas. You see a
No, I
table,
don't
it's
know if
all
it's
the chairs are
the-
spread away.
I can't stand it because when no one's in there and all the chairs are pushed in, to me it looks a lot neater. But people will
Yeah.
get up and like move their chair across the freaking restaurant, and then I, being me, passive aggressively, really push the chairs in to show other people that are there,
Oh,
like, hey,
right.
maybe when
Showing
you
them
get
how
up,
to do it.
I have a question for you.
Push
Do
your
you,
chair in, people.
do you get mad at the people that like they buy one cup of coffee and they sit at a table and they get their laptop out and they're just
Oh, they
there
milk
for
it.
like 3 hours
Yeah.
and all they bought was like a $3 coffee? Does that
You
make
know what? It used to bother me, but now you kind of get to know those people. They become your regulars, and they talk to you. So it really doesn't bother me that much. But honestly, those are the people that clean up after themselves.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, they
That's good to
should because
know.
they're only spending $3.
They
At
didn't,
least
they didn't get anything.
yeah.
There used to
Roula,
be-
you grew up in a restaurant, so did that drive you nuts with the chairs?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think because I was a restaurant person, I pay attention to things in restaurants. Like if the linen fell on the floor and you left and it was just still
that
there,
sucks.
That's rude.
at least pick it up and put it on the table and push your chair in and walk away. Speaking of sitting in restaurants, Eric, when I was going to University of Houston, you'd go to like House of Pies or something that was open all night to try and do some studying around an environment and whatever. And they had like a standard. You had to buy a certain amount of food to stay there all
At
night.
least like a meal.
But now for 2025, Starbucks yesterday said it was reversing a policy that invited everyone into its stores. They said their new rules are designed to help prioritize paying customers. Most other retailers already have similar rules where the code of conduct warns that violators will be asked to leave if you are just sitting in their store and not buying anything just to take up the space. They could call law enforcement if necessary.
Yeah,
Starbucks said employees would receive training on enforcing the new policy of people who just come in there to sit and not buy anything.
I just feel like, you just have one little cup of coffee and you're there for 3 hours. And that spot, like, say 4 of us want to sit there, we have nowhere to sit.
Well, I feel like also it could be
sucks.
menacing. If I was working at a Starbucks, it's like me and another girl. I don't know what their schedule would be. Sometimes they have lulls. Who knows? I'm just giving the scenario of where I would feel uncomfortable. If it was just me and one other employee and somebody came in and didn't pay for anything and was just sitting there and like watching y'all, you'd feel uncomfortable.
Well, that's loitering.
Yeah.
Is this person about to rob us? Like, what's going to happen
Or how about the
here?
people that go to bookstores, treat it like a library, and they just go in there and just read.
Read all day?
Put the book back. I've seen
Yeah,
that.
you know, you can tell when the book
There's
has
not
been,
a lot of
if
them
it doesn't
left.
crack when you open
Oh,
it.
I see. They're opening They've opened.
Yeah.
What's the bookstore?
Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and Noble.
Nobles.
They opened one on Wesleyan
Barnes and
by
Noble.
my
Oh,
house.
really?
And I think they opened another one
The one,
Off the Beltway.
off Beltway.
the one
And
in
is the one on
City
Holcomb still
Center.
there or no?
Nope. That
No.
one. That's why they put it over at Wesleyan
Okay.
over there across from Bearings.
What about Westgrade? Does that
The
one still have
Randalls.
it? Westgrade Barnes and Noble? That one's still open.
Yeah, I think that was the
Right
big
there.
one. That's
Oh,
really
in the
big.
corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one in City Center closed down, but now
It's not City Center, it's Town and Country Village.
Town and Country. I meant.
But it's opening again.
Yeah,
They just
I like-
That's what I'm
renovated
saying. They're
it.
investing
They
some money.
they
in it.
tore it down and they built this gigantic structure. I'm like, ooh, wonder what they're putting in. And apparently they're putting in an even bigger one.
No. They cut it in half because they had that music room, because I'd asked them.
No, they
when
tore
were
it
closing.
down. They completely tore it
I know,
down.
but there's a restaurant going on that corner end cap anchor, they told me, but I don't know what restaurant it's going to be.
Rula walked in there and just asked them.
And I did, because
What
I
you
was in
doing
there.
here?
I was like, hey, what are you guys doing up in here? Anyway, the question is, what are you so sick of? 97% of Americans are sick of something. So if you are sick of something, you are not alone. A lot of people are sick of misinformation online. That
Well, it's going to
includes-
get even worse now. Facebook has announced that they're no longer going to fact check anything.
On Facebook, I just go there to see my friends,
Family
Yeah, with
and
pictures,
friends.
photos. I don't
yeah,
go there
good
for
luck. You never
information.
get that on your feed. They
and
just
wrestling
give you ads.
wrestling stuff.
Yeah, of course, you and your wrestling. Cost of living is making people crazy. Inflation, of course, the amount of crime or violence where you don't feel like, especially I feel like the last few years has been, for a girl, it's like, you are wearing a crossbody with almost nothing in it, no jewelry, don't do anything, just look around you, dart into your car, dart into the store, don't get followed home, don't go shopping anywhere where you actually like, don't hold a bag, don't have packages in your car.
I saw a guy
it's like
yesterday.
so insane.
You know how the sliding where they go and they sneak around and they steal your purse while you're filling
Getting
up your
gas,
tank.
yeah.
I saw a guy. He snuck around and jumped in the car and took it.
Wait, you actually saw that?
You
like,
watched
happen?
a Grand Theft
I
Auto?
didn't see it personally. I mean,
Oh, okay. Oh, my
Oh,
gosh.
the video. Okay.
I just saw it happened last night. The guy paid for it. You know how you pay right there.
Yeah.
So always lock your door or
Mhm.
have your keys with you because that guy left his car running because it's cold.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy just snuck around and vroom, took
Hey,
off.
quick question. If somebody steals your car and you've got the key fob in your pocket, can you turn off the car?
You can't
No,
turn it off, but
no.
when they turn off the car, they can't turn it back on. But of course, those crooks are pretty smart, and they already had that plan in place.
Yeah, just drive it somewhere. We'll chop it up.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Somebody just texted they think it's the Tommy Bahama restaurant going into that Town and Country corner. I'm curious.
Oh, they have one in the
I haven't
Woodlands,
seen any
but
sign.
But
that's the only one I know of.
There was a what was her name? It was Ellie, who was talking about being a gym gerbil. To her point, there was a gym that I used to go to right near there, because it's close to the radio station. I could make it for the certain class time, and I'll get so mad in the new year when somebody would take spot 1 or spot 9, and this is only something that would burn up my brains, because
Why?
spot 9 in that gym was like up against the wall, so you had a little bit more room to yourself when you're like lifting weights. And newbies that came in for like the new year of fitness, they'd like be in spot 9. They don't know how good spot 9 is. They just pick that. So I'm like, ugh, somebody spot 9, I take spot 8.
It should be like a newbie
Too
class.
cramped in spot 8.
Let newbies go there.
Yeah,
that
like
time.
A newbie parking
I'll be
spot?
back in February when all the other people dropped off.
Yep.
I think my favorite part of the morning is a new phrase, sour your bubbliness.
Sour up somebody who's bubbly. All right. Go to
gonna
the
try that
listener
today.
line, 833-390-KRBE. In case you missed this, there's a chance for you to win rodeo tickets today on the Roula and Ryan Show. We'll tell you how to do that. Plus, Jessica Simpson had a big announcement about her family today. Did you miss it? You're going to get it next in Scoop on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Movies, music, TV, and all things Hollywood.
Roula and Ryan. Ryan's Celebrity Scoop.
On KRBE.
It's brought to you by Taquerias Arandas. I want to remind you guys, at 8 o'clock this morning, we will reveal the next rodeo sounder of the day. When you hear that sounder between the hours of 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. at any time, you need to be caller 104. You're going to score Rodeo Houston tickets. It could play anywhere at any time. It could be in the middle of a song. It could be in the middle of a commercial break. You just don't know where you're going to get it. So between 9 and 7, listen for the rodeo sounder of the day that we will reveal at 8 o'clock right before Try It Tuesday. Earlier this morning, we were talking about how Jessica Simpson made a big announcement about her family. You know, she has been with her husband, Eric, for 14 years. They've been married for 10. They've got 3 kids together. And she said that...
Does he spell it with a K or a C?
With a C.
Right.
Eric Johnson.
He's cool.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can.
And she made an announcement saying that they have been having difficulties in their marriage. They have been living separately, navigating a painful situation in their marriage. Their children come first. They're focusing on what's best for them. They're grateful for all the love and support that's been coming their way. And they appreciate privacy right now as we work through it as a family. Now, does not mean they're divorced, but of course, with a lot of celebrities, it leads to that. However, Ben Stiller has a sunny side to life to show Jessica Simpson today, because Ben Stiller and Christine Taylor were married for a long time and they decided to go their separate ways, but they did not divorce. And there's a story about him today talking about how, having been married in 2000, having 2 kids, and then separating 17 years later, they started living together platonically during the pandemic, because whatever it was that drove them apart wasn't either the hurt had kind of worn a little bit. Like
there wasn't a betrayal, probably.
I don't know. I mean, some people look, it could be really bitter for a time and maybe they find some common ground, you know, because that was a 3-year break, right? From they split in 2017 and then in 2020 they started living together platonically. And he said they were a couple again. All told, they were separated 3 to 4 years, and Ben says it was great for their relationship.
Huh.
They weren't together, but they were always connected. And in his mind, he didn't want them to never not be together. So he's so grateful for the separation because you have so much more appreciation for what you have, because we know we could not have had it.
But your kids say that don't agree.
Yeah, they're
yeah. Well, I
we
mean,
talked about that yesterday, remember?
If there's hostility,
about adult,
Like
not even hostility.
If I was
just
12
putting
years
them through
old and
it.
my parents got divorced and then they got together when I was 19 in college, I'd be so ticked off.
because of all the pain that you endured in that.
And then going back and
hiatus.
forth and just dealing with, and then you have to hear one gripe about the other and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Hell no.
and I'll mention her again, the caller who we had on during that segment that Eric is referring to, where we asked adult children of divorce to tell us how they felt about their parents' divorce now that they are adults. And that girl called in and said she was so mad at her parents for getting back together after her college, because she goes, really, you put us through all that? All those years when we were kids, you put us through all that just to get back together.
I think what's really
it's
tough.
interesting, because not everybody feels that way, of course. But
What's really tough is when you try. Like, we co-parented when we got divorced, and when I talked to
and your ex-wife,
me and my
not me and
ex-wife, and yeah,
Co-parented. Special K, you talking about? You guys co-parented?
Not you and Eric, not you and Kevin.
we really, really tried our best, and I was able to talk to my daughter as an adult, and she's like, "Yeah, it was terrible." Like,
You thought you were like,
I thought I was doing something good. And she's like, I always felt stress and pressure to spend an equal amount of time with you versus mom. And the back and forth was exhausting.
that's one thing. Like, when
That's the thing.
like when my son lived in Illinois, it sucked, but I felt in a way that's better because you're not going back and forth.
Like, you weren't also living in Illinois where he had to go to your house one week and your ex's house one week.
When he was younger, he'd come back here like,
well, just want the same thing. We
but
want
at least for a weekend, or at holidays or 3-day weekends, I'd try and squeeze into 4.
Okay.
But if he was here, then you're right. Then you're going back and forth. You never feel like you have a home, I guess, for some kids.
And it just made me,
Not every kid.
yeah, it was crushing to know that I did that to her, you know, because my heart was in the right place, but I'd say think about that twice, you know.
Or sometimes they just want to stay home, like you're a very active person. Maybe if you're not active, and you're like, I just want a weekend to stay here, and
Just
you're like,
chill.
no, I don't see you. Let's go do stuff. Let's do this.
Oh, yeah.
And as a kid, sometimes you're like, I just want to be on my iPad.
Yep, you're right.
When it comes to the LA fires, a couple of things I want to mention. You know how we just had the Golden Globes and the fires broke out and has changed the whole landscape for what's going on in California. The Grammys are still on for February 2nd from LA's Crypto.com arena. But now they're making the show, they're changing the point of the show to help raise money for the relief effort while they're, awarding the Grammys. And the announcement for the Oscar nominations was supposed to happen on Thursday, January 23rd. They have pushed them back, but the show The show.
We all got a little nervous there.
The show is happening March 2nd, but they have not announced when they're going to give us the Oscar nominations, but they are still planning to do the Oscars.
Okay.
I know they've got a lot going on in California, but they wanted people to know.
What's it called now? The cryptocurrency.com?
Crypto.com arena.
That's where the Lakers play, right?
Yeah.
Used to be Staples.
Oh, that was Staples. Now it's that.
And then I forget the name of
It was the Forum
the
years
Clippers
ago.
play. It's
No,
where
the Forum was a different building.
Right. But
Yeah,
I'm
the
saying-
Forum's there. Then there's the Intuit.
Oh, yeah.
How do you say that word?
Inuit.
All these corporate
Inuit.
sponsorships.
That's the one where the Clippers play.
Okay.
That's supposed to be badass inside there. Like they have chargers at every seat.
Oh, wow.
QR codes that scan you and scam you at the same time.
They know when you stand up, like during games and stuff. They give, like, if say Kevin's playing, he's the DJ that night. He's playing certain music and no one cares. And then also he plays a really banger and they're all standing up. Then they know they have research.
Oh, wow. This is Minority Report type stuff.
Yeah, it's really crazy what they have there. Even what we have now, like you go to the Texans or Rockets, Astros, you can walk in and take your food and leave.
What about walking with my face?
Yeah.
We did that.
You
We
just
did
walk
that.
in with your
Minute
face.
Maid, Texans have it.
registered
I
myself.
thought the
like
Rockets
that.
have it. I haven't been to the
Facial
game yet.
recognition software. Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay.
Technology's
Pretty cool.
Here we go.
Time for the Roula and Ryan Show on KRBE to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
Well, we're about 8 minutes away from revealing that rodeo sounder where you can score tickets to the rodeo. But Rodeo Houston's doing something cool right now. If you go to their website, they have the Carnival Pack, a $50 Carnival Pack. It's a half-price Carnival Pack. It's valued at $196 that you can get for $50 right
It's
now.
worth it.
Yeah,
Get it.
It
You gotta buy
offers
5 of
more
them.
ride tickets.
You're going to need
Gives-
5 of them.
Gives you free carnival rides. The Carnival Pack does not include NRG park admission or NRG stadium admission, but attendees can buy these half-price packs right now and food cards by going to Houston Rodeo's website. The website is secure.rodeohouston.com/carnival
Or just
tickets.
RadioHouston.com.
Yeah,
Just go to RadioHouston.com. It'll show
RadioHouston.com, you
Carnival
can
there.
move
You'll
your
see
way
it.
to it.
Yeah.
I'm sure
There's
they have
no
a
way to
search
miss
button. You
it.
can
And
just
for
type in-
anybody listening right now who has a kid that you are planning to take to the rodeo and you think, I don't need that. Let me tell you as a mother who has said the same thing, you need that.
It's going to cost you.
You need that.
Oh,
Just
it
get
will.
Save
You'll
some
be
money.
happier that you saved half the price because you're going to end up buying it anyway.
All that money you
if don't
save, you
now.
can buy like 2 of those big old turkey legs.
And it'll give you like a buy one, get one ride.
Juicy.
It'll get you like deals on some of the drinks or the food.
It's
But
worth it.
Buy 2 fried Twinkies and get a fried Snickers for free. Because you need all of that.
That
Then
fried
go on a
Snickers.
ride. Oh.
I think the fried Snickers is
We'll do
my
that for
favorite.
Try Tuesday.
What?
We'll all get together and try the Snickers and the Twinkie and then go on a ride.
The Twinkie's good,
No.
but the Snickers is the best.
I'm okay without that.
Messy.
But we are going to do a Try It Tuesday coming up next with some snacks. There is a holiday snack that y'all may have missed over Christmas that I saw yesterday at the CVS. And I said, you know what? I'm going to try this on the air and see if this is good or is it too much sugar?
And I have these. My wife picked these up in L.A. They're called Ass Kickin' Jelly Beans.
Ass kicking jelly
They're
beans.
supposed to be really
And
hot.
there's a donkey on the label.
Okay.
Plus, we're just minutes away from the rodeo sounder of the day to score you free Rodeo Houston tickets. Wait for it. Next on the Roula and Ryan Show.